Hi, I'm Dana. Hello, hello. Good evening, good morning. Yeah, it's time to start. I'm a bit late. Oh, that's okay actually. I think I'm just on time. I'll just answer quickly a question on Discord, but yeah, how are you everyone? Hello Star, hello Gonzalo, hello Mohamed, hello Mark, hello Hunter. Oh, there is a lot of people tonight. Hello, hello everyone. Happy to be here with you. Happy to see that there are many people. I'm a bit tired. I had a long day, worked a lot today, so even if it's Saturday, did a lot of kind of paperwork stuff. So I have a bit of a my brain is tired basically. But it's not too much of a challenging evening, you know. Few events to complete, few things to do. It's gonna be all okay at the end of the day. Just need to refresh a bit. I need to do my Air 4 job. Let me know I did for the music as well. I dropped the sound a bit. I'll let people know I'm on. Trying to be a bit better about promoting the stream. If some people want to join. I didn't notice you uploaded a new video. It's about that new event. Will you be playing it this weekend? So it's not this weekend. So the new event is a 3-week long. So next week during prep phase we register. The week after during Alliance Showdown we have the first round, which is elimination phase. So there is a match on Monday, and if you lose it you are out, and if you win you go to the match on Wednesday. And if you lose it, you're out. And if you win, you are going to the match on Friday. And again, every time you lose, you're eliminated. And there is matches until Sunday for the first week. So to go from 64 legions to 4 legions. And then the week after, so nearly 3 weeks from now, then that's the final where the 4 top alliances are fighting against each other. So we are still deciding what we're gonna do with the states. Like either we do one very strong legion, do we do like a few weaker ones, but maybe we just play between 2 of the top alliances, and the other 2 top alliances they play together. Like we are still debating how we do it. But that's not for this week. This week we'll have SVS prep, mostly what we will have this week. Yeah, I think it's okay. The rewards are okay. I don't think we are, we are at the level of winning in Foundry, but we'll see. I think they are like far better team and far stronger team, more importantly. So that's the challenge, right? It's not always better. It's like stronger. So we'll see, but that's gonna be fun. We're gonna do a bit of Foundry. So I might stream tomorrow. I'm not sure yet. Depending, the wife is coming back from a yoga retreat. I did not see her for 4 days. So depending a bit on the planning, I might spend time with her or not. But at the time of the Foundry, she might be asleep already. So we'll see. So I might stream tomorrow as well for Foundry. If not, that will be a bit later. I finally got to top 10 for the first time in Canyon Clash today. Good job, good job. I don't know if I can do it. Maybe I'll buff a bit. Should I buff a bit? We'll see. We'll see if I buff a bit. Tous les... En même temps. So answering someone quick that discovered the channel, a French dude on Discord. Okay, okay. So that's answered. Leaderboard. I'm 28. I think there are 30 level on the Discord bots. Who is Good evening, Clint. Welcome to the stream. Yeah, pets are working. The only thing that is not working is deployment capacity, right? That's the only thing that's not working right now. So whatever else you pop, you use, whatever you do is working. Except again deployment capacity. So that's the only thing. So let's do some Mia while we wait. But after we have bear, and then I'll get tired. So I did not bought a lot of them. But we can play 1 or 2 times. So did you guys already your canyon? Except Gonzalo that finished top 10. Like how did it go so far? For us, we won our Canyon 2, Legion 2. They finished first, which is like a, you know, farm and secondary account. Like that's really kind of casual. You know, it's like you see like the top are the farms, right? They are really they are doing it here because I think the Farm Alliance is not qualifying, maybe something like that. So it's really like a small chill group. Would you like if they added a report thing for Canyon Clash? I don't think they would, to be honest. But, you know, that would be interesting to understand how it works a bit better. Because it's kind of a black box, right? You don't see inside, you don't know what's going on. Anything could be happening, so... it's probably closer to Alliance Championship kind of situation. It might be something like that. In terms of like the impacts of stats, not necessarily the way it works, because like Alliance Championship is like kind of a one shot. It's like, you know, you smash each other kind of, but maybe in the game engine it might be something else, right? It might take like you might play the rounds and stuff because you have reports on Alliance Championship, and it's not that it's not a one turn thing. So that's the board I have. Peanuts. It starts to be a lot of fire crystal on me as fortune at the end. Okay, so we are very lucky. That was really nice. Only 3 clicks. So the odds of that, but I shared it with someone today, because who was 6.37%. So that I consider lucky. Do I go gems? I'm kind of low on gems. No, I'll do fire crystal one more month. And I'm not sure what I will do after. If I would not do fire crystal, I'm not sure what I will do actually. Yeah, it's a... I mean, I'm not sure how it works. I don't know, I did not come... Oh, okay, so 5th click is 13%. Which one should I click? Top, bottom, or one of the middle? You guys tell me what I do. You decide. This one is 1, this one is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Which number? Top 1, okay. Oh, oh. But you know the strategy, right? You play until you lose, and then you stop playing because you don't have how much? How much do you need to keep playing? And see, we just got, we just got to that, so we got 12 free tokens. So we are missing 22 tokens, right? A bit too slow, Mark. Sorry, with the lag and the chat is like, yeah, it gets delayed quickly. So here we don't play anymore. Not gonna buy anything. That's not really worth it. I don't really need the fire crystals anymore. Right now, where I am at is like I can finish T10 infantry. I need like 120, and I have 2 other camps to do, plus embassy, plus it's insane. It's really insane. So I'm nowhere near maxed out T10 for building, so it's gonna take a little while, and I think I'm gonna really wait. I don't think I'm gonna do it this time. I'll save for 2 or 3 months and push again. I think I'm gonna keep saving. For a while, you know, I have a lot of shards. It seems maybe I have enough shards to do 2 euros per gen without really pushing any kind of events. But then I will want to do 2.5, right? So I have hero that can be rally joiners easily, if that makes sense. In case there are good ones later. So we'll go some Mia's Fortune on the farm after I can do run on the farm. We have a bit of time before Canyon. So no luck, that's what we are waiting on. So let's do on the farm, and then we go back to try to get one more training mission. I'm hesitating to make a video about Alliance mobilization for late game, but I guess people know how to play by now. They don't really need guidance, right? I think my state will turn out to be a leading state. That could be so something someone mentioned in the state, and I think it's a good kind of, I think they're right, is because we have Tundra Arms League and that lasts for 3 weeks, that means we might not have a 4-week cycle for transfer, and it might be 6 weeks. So it might not be in 2 weeks transfer. Transfer might be only in a month from now. I don't know if that changes anything for you, but that's totally possible that it's only in a month from now. Because of Tundra Arms League. So we don't know if they delay transfer for Tundra Arms League or if you can transfer in between. Which will be, you know, because you are linked to a legion, then if you transfer, you basically, you know, you kind of mess up with the group, right, of people that you engage yourself with, so that could be terrible. So they might not allow transfer during the Tundra Arms League. That was our guess. So this one is a lot better, right? We have Fire Crystal, Fire Crystal, Fire Crystal, Charm, Charm, Charm. Training, speed up for troops, and like a general speed up. That's a nice... It's not ×3 ×5, right? It's not super nice, but because the strategy is to clear the full board, you know, that's pretty good. Only useful stuff. Okay, so I got the ×2 on the worst thing. But that's okay, we got a bit lucky. For free, yes, and we can do another round, which is a lot worse. Yeah, they'll probably get delayed. If I had to bet, I bet they will. I don't know for sure, but if you know, if I had to bet, I bet they will. Let me go back. So let's play that round. It's not really good, but you know, that's what we have. Let's see if we get lucky. No, that was close, right? That could have been close, but we got 300s on both cities. We got an extra 17 tokens for next time. So we won't be able to play next time, but you know, and the next board is not really good, so it's not worth trying our luck. Oh no, that's this one. So let's reset. Yeah, we do recruit player. We need a lot of player. So it's the time for. So it's my farm. If you want, if we want to try to play risky, we can play that. You just let me know in chat. 43. How much I can do with 43? I can open. So yeah, we recruit a lot. We'll try to recruit a lot. Last time we did not have many players. So I have an issue that I need to talk to you about. It's like that anti-pop thing. Like it's when I speak, it's putting back the hot air in my face. That's why I have my nose scratching all the time when I'm streaming. I was like, I don't get it. When I make videos and when I'm streaming, like my face is itching so much. And the other day I was like trying to understand, and I felt the warm air coming back on my face all the time. So I don't know if you guys ever heard of that or have a solution. Maybe I remove that, but I think it's better for the quality of the sound. But that's annoying. That's annoying. I was about to check something that I forgot. We were about to check how much I can open here. Mia's fortune. Seasonal event, event. So total cost of revealing. So I can go to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can go to 8 of them out of 10. No, 7? How much they are? They are 10, so there is an issue because it says 11. That thing is broken. So I can even open 6 or 7. So let me know if you want me to go after that. But is that thing accurate that I posted on Discord? So you're not helping me, guys. Well, I'll play it. Maybe I get lucky. I will gonna make a good video. So times 4. Okay, times 2. So that's what you know. That's not what you should do. But that's good for me. No, I got times 4 and that's not worth it, right? So we reset for free and we stop here for the farm. We go back on the main and we get ready. So that was 600 fire crystal, which is really good on my farm because I was kind of lagging a bit and we might need it for SVS prep. We'll see how bad is it. We had very tough prep phase lately, so I got that in 1 minute, so we can do that quick. Then do some polar terrors. Yes. Okay, that's all we got. So that's all sorted. That's all sorted. And this one to sec. Hey Leon. Welcome, welcome. How are you, Leon? You are training purple troops. Yes. I'm training T8. I think I'll move to T9. I'll make it work. T9 is quite better actually to promote. So I was lazy, but you know, the more I think about it, I was like, if I bother to train lower tier troops, I should just train the best one. So I was training. So I did not overthink it, and that was the mistake. So I've been training T8 here, which I need to train T10 to promote T11, and I need to train T9 to promote to T10 on Lancers. So I'll stop training. Like right now, I'm training max level to make easy, like to make calculation more easily for Alliance mobilization. So I got 21k points. So I'll secure second. Like Webster pushed a lot today, so there is no way I'm gonna beat her. It gives more points when you promote troops than when you train fresh ones in events. When you promote troops, like let's say I'm promoting T9, right? I got points from the difference between T9 and T11 and T10 or T11, whatever. But I train a lot more troops, you know, with the same amount of speed up, I train a lot more troops. But because most of the training time, I spent it outside of SVS prep, for example, because I prepared for it, right? So most of the training time was done before. It's like I called it, I made a post yesterday on Discord, I called it pre-training. So I've done my pre-training before SVS, so my troops are T8 or T9. I just have to promote them. So of course I make a lot more points in SVS because I use time outside of the event to start training my troops, if that makes sense. And some people made calculation about that, and you can find it in the Discord as well. So people used to say that T5 was the best, and without any data to back it up, and then people made proper calculation. It's actually not T5. It's actually the closest to your highest tier troop. So it's like if you have T10, that's T9. If you have T11, that's T10. And if you have T9, it's T8 and stuff like that. So that's simple. It's just because you think about it pre-training before SVS. So you pre-train for nearly for 27 days, and you train on the day 28 for SVS prep. So that will make you make more points. The only issue that's a pain in the ass, to speak clearly, is like, you know, in the early days when you don't have many troops, if you have a lot, I used to do that with T5, so I had a lot of T5 because I was saving for 3 months. So you imagine training T5 for 3 months, the amount of troops that you could get. You get very little of max troop and you get full of T5. So when you fight in Foundry, when you fight in Sunfire Castle Battle, like you have your infirmary full of T5, and that's really not cool. That's why as well I think it's a lot better to train for you know, for FC10, for T10 or T11, I mean T9 or whatever, depending on where you are. But for me that will be T10 on these two camps, because I have T11 and T9 on these, right? So one level below. That would be the simplest way to go about it. So let's do that. Let's see what we can do here. Just checking Discord quickly. One minute, it's a bit long. Shall I buff? Because you cannot really see anything, right? So first, can we put some commanders? Shall we put some commanders? We'll see if people can help. Maybe Kaylee. People are ready. People are ready. 45 sec. Do I buff? I'm hesitating to buff because we have freaking Foundry tournament and I'm gonna buff every time. Yeah, I need gems, man. I'm actually stopping buying these extra, like these extra whatever they're called, like Trex packs, whatever. Trex supply. I'm stopping buying these extra Trex supply. I might even stop buying these, to be honest. I don't think it's really worth it at that stage. I got 90% of what I would get from the... In a short... I mean, I don't get 90% of the full value of expert, but what they can give me short term, I got 90% of the value. Now it will take forever to increase anything in experts. When I finish, like, I'm kind of saving a bit for SVS, so I'll push a bit my expert during SVS. I'll try to make points with expert when I can. But then there will be like, I will have extracted like 95% of the value for low spenders on expert. Like everything else is like long term, super slow, not sexy to do, very, very slow. So yeah. So I'm not gonna bother too much, to be honest. I mean, for me, no. Like for me, no. You know, like I have 1.4 million infantry. I have 1 million, you know, of all of the other 1.1 lancers. So I'm good, right? But if my ratio was 50% because I'll be saving for 3 months and I'm, you know, playing for 6 months or 9 months, and you know I'm saving from 9 months to month 12 to push on SVS or KOI, whatever, then maybe half of my troop will be T9. So of course it's making me a bit weaker. It's not the end of the world because it's a small amount, but it's making me a bit weaker. But for me, it's a very small amount, right? So it does not really matter. And I think I might actually, what I might do is I'll stop doing Lancers because I don't want more Lancers. I have too many and Lancers are pointless. So I'll stop doing Lancers. I'll do T10 on all troops because I have two T11 there. So I'll do T10 on all troops and I'll train T10. I think that's what's gonna happen for me now. I just love T8 because it's a 12-hour. So it's like, you know, I wake up in the morning, I train T8, I go to bed, I train T8. Kind of rhythm, right? I know when my T8 are ready, I don't need to check it during the day, they're always ready. But you know, if we're streaming, we're gonna do that. We're gonna do... I don't really need gems, you know. I'm gonna do 10% on some if I don't have, and I'll do 20% the one I have, and I don't need to do deployment. That's the only thing I don't need to do. That's all good. Let's do pets. I should have checked my marches, formation. Yeah, I should have done that before, right? We could have checked the power, but I'm 1.6, I think, with pets, something like that. So it's an extra. So I start to be a whale, guys. You see, Tonton is the whale. Did you leave your War Academy level 1 till you got FC8 around that? I did not. I forgot what I've done, to be honest with you, but I probably did not. I slowly upgraded it. You could. That could be, you know, that could be a worthy sacrifice. But I think, if I remember well, you quickly need it to be like 3 or 4 to be able to do some of the research that you might do naturally before you unlock FC8 anyway. So probably not level 1, level 2, 3, 4 maybe. But I think mine is level 6 now. I had to make points on SVS and that was the only way to make points. So I pushed it to level 6, which is stupid. But I'll max it, you know, I'll do the buildings and I'll eventually max it just in case we have a Can I wait for that or cannot I wait for that? I cannot wait for that. I can wait for that. I can enter last minute. We can do one more refresh. I'm not gonna use my freaking thing. That's actually quite cool. You know, that they give us some every time. I find, you know, you are about to go to bed and you could squeeze one more mission, then you just pop one, right? Oh, I have the refresh as well, so we're gonna wait for the refresh. I can do 2 troops before I go to bed, and I have 2 missions, so that's gonna be a lot of points. So let's do that. See. Beam, beam, beam. Oh, I actually messed up. So because I messed up, let's do 75. So that's okay. So that's solved. So let's do, I'll leave it to someone else and I'll try to get it myself. And then we go to where we need to go. 270 and that 345. $21 sec. Let's go. Thanks. I have a round of 1k of the currency to use to put it there. Yeah, I will, you know, maybe level 2 or 3, but go slow. Go slow. Yeah, there is no rush here. So I'll refresh that and we enter. I'll be in time. I will have like 20 sec. And we don't have the one we want. But let's go. 20 sec. Perfect. Timing. All good. Everyone is here. Good luck to everybody. Let me swap the chats to Legion. Wow. I'm lagging. So one strategy is not too bad not to be the first, because you can be moving the next one to the next building, and you can be fighting in the next building and getting points. That's actually not too bad to be, you know, be one of the a bit late at the beginning. So I think this one might be finishing a bit sooner. And we have Edith. Wow, why it does that? Why is it doing that? So let's be a bit behind and let's take the turret. Right now I don't really care, I'll just give to the first people I find. That's not gonna matter too much. See, I'm alone. And I'm killing troops alone, so that's point for me. That's point for me. That one can go here. So let's give to by power. Let's start to split a bit. Do we have people that are a bit lower? I mean, Webster is, I want her to have like non-stop fuel, basically. But the benefit of doing it, you can take it for yourself. Who is low? I've seen someone, that's so annoying that people keep moving every time. Let's do based on power for now. It's gonna, you know, we're gonna have some for everybody. So here we can go, we can start to go here. We cannot yet. Battle 3, okay. So here we have some action. Here we have some action. And here we have some action. So let's go everywhere. And let's get people some nice fuel. Chocolat Belge is low. And Moroccan is low as well. And let's give everybody else. Some people are displaying online, offline. That's really annoying. I really dislike some of the display here. Here we are stuck, right? So let's go somewhere that's more interesting. No adjacent. So they are going to here. So let me get back to them. There is not that many people with the snowman kind of skin yet. I like to have skin that people don't have. I thought everyone will get it by now, but... So Webster, she's not on somehow. That's not something I'm to... I wish she was on. Because we don't really have whales. Like, whales are removing gear for matchmaking in SVS and Foundry, so we don't really have whales taking part in Canyon usually. So it's good to have someone, you know. Yeah, I cannot go. So where are we? We are doing okay. We're gonna make point. There is no whales here. These dudes are weak. I'm gonna make point as well. It's gonna be all okay. And here, somehow they are not very strong. So far I did. Oh, there is a 2.3 million guy. So I need to remove myself. So I'll give me myself a 15k and I'll give a big one to someone else. If I had. Give me. I miss someone, right? I made a mistake. I click on the wrong people. Yeah, he's a bit below. I haven't unlocked it yet. I might have missed what you're talking about. So okay, so Webster is actually active. She's killing people, so not too sure what's going on. Can I go here? Yeah, I can go here. So that's the benefit of being buff, right? When you face like kind of weak. See, we don't have big whales except Webster, and she might not even be with her chief gear. So hero gear, so yeah. That's opponents are kind of weak right now. The label old. Okay. Oh, the snowman. Okay, fair enough. Yeah, yeah. But I speak, and then I'm like, what are we talking about? What are we talking about? I think for me it was not that I got it, but with not a huge margin. I mean, it was okay. I still have a decent margin, but because I spent $50 I think on the first events, so that's kind of more than, you know, I don't like to spend that much on these events, but it was for science, baby, so we do what's needed. So I'm getting destroyed here. Why? So weird. You saw that my score was like I'm queued and my score was going down. So weird. So weird. So far fuel is very easy to manage. I'll help Shader. I'm hoping I can get it next time. That should be able. When do you feel the need to buff or no buff? I usually don't think that much. I usually do 10%. And we used to give 2 buff per people in the top 20 in the States. So I got quite a few extra. So I'm using them on these events to help the Alliance, basically. But I'm not getting them ready anymore. But I have a bit. I have some basically accumulated from when we used to give them to 2 per people. Now we give 1. On the forts, you know, like on the fort on Friday, we allow we allow the top 30 in Labyrinth to go around and to get the buffs. So here I'm getting smashed. So let's get back to it still. Let's get back to it. So let's see where we are. We can give 15 to someone. We have a few options. I'll give to myself first because I don't have it. Usually does not have it as well. People with a 45k roll. Here it seems like I don't have any problem. Sato is 3.6. Wow. It's probably buffed properly. It's probably buffed 20%. Webster is 4.7. So yeah, so we have, you know, stronger people around here. I'm a tiny, tiny fish in a big, big ocean. So I'll give Oct, I'll give him a better one. Oh, that's so annoying. Like the fuel management is a headache to me, to be honest. Fuel management is a headache to me. Swordfish, let's give him some. He did not really have some yet. So far in terms of income, we are like what? We are the which color are we? We are the blue. I mean, it's very close, right? It does not really matter so far. In terms of points. Okay. Yeah, we are not fighting a lot so far. I don't know if it's really helpful at an answer, Leon, but yeah, so I do the 20% like deployment, lethality, and health because I got plenty. And then the other I do 10% of 10, especially on stream. If I was not streaming, to be honest, I might not do the 10% for Legion. For Clash, not Legion, for Clash, Canyon Clash, sorry. I'm not sure it's like really, really worth it, if that makes sense. So we are here, we are safe, so are they coming to us? I mean, they are fighting with each other, so there is no point into going here if they are fighting. That's 6 minutes. And here, let's help. So they seems to be strong. Yeah, 2.9, that's a lot. So I'm kind of stuck here. It's not really moving, but I might get my butt kicked by that dude. They are quite strong at the bottom. I don't know, but it feels like Canyon is a lot more stable than it used to be. I don't know if it's because like we have all more power, or if it's like later, or if people know a bit more how to defend and stuff, but it feels that it's a bit it used to be hectic, let's say it that way. So he has fuel. We all have fuel, so who is not having a lot of fuel? Mao can, but he's okay. Maybe Leonidas. Oh, so I need two. So I'll send my stronger at the bottom because yellow is kind of strong. So I'll send my stronger ones and I'll go with the weaker one. Yellow here. Do we expect a strong opponent tomorrow? That's a good question. We can check. I don't think particularly. We're gonna be able to refresh. That's something we need to do maybe a few times if we can think of it. Else we're gonna get this one. Nobody is really pushing for points anymore at that stage. But that's our foundry tomorrow, right? So we are full team because we don't really register Legion 2 right now because we are, you know, we lost the. Oh, we did register Legion 2. Okay, that's kind of farm doing it here. So we like everyone that with their main account will register in Foundry 1. That's not brilliant, but that's okay. So that they're a bit stronger than us, and they have 2 players more. So depending a bit on how the power is shared, right? Or spread. So we have that in 4 minutes. We need to get ready there, but that's a bit too soon. So I'm getting crushed again. So I might need to see if I change troops or if I change march, but for now, you know, I'll come back. That's okay, I'm defending. In terms of points, it's very, you know, we are kind of all the same. These guys are taking a bit the lead, but we'll see in a sec. And these are the yellow one. So the yellow is a bit ahead, which are the ones I'm fighting anyway. So that's gonna be okay. We have one Webster. Here is gonna be okay. Here is gonna be, let's see, might not be. But I might swap one of them, my weaker one to the bottom and put my stronger one toward the yellow. That might be something I do. We have 2 minutes for that. But it's kind of, I don't know. It felt like more exciting initially. It gets a bit boring somehow, it feels. But maybe because we don't have big wells, you know, it's like not swinging a lot. It's like not very, very active. So Moroccan is really burning. He's probably getting crushed back to back. He's like, he has the best fuel and he's burning through so much. So we have time to talk if you get, oh, I'm gonna get crushed here. If you guys have questions or anything about any events going on. What are the notifications? Yeah, there are not that many notifications. Okay, so that's dead. So let's go here, because I'm gonna die. So I'm gonna send my AD somewhere else. Unless I'm beating the dude. No, I'm not. I'm really not. So let's go with ADs somewhere useful, which could be actually here. I'll get here with ADs to try to secure that. I always bought the packs in fishing tournament for SVS. What do you mean, Leon? Why the fishing tournament pack for SVS? Do you have fishing with? No, you don't have fishing with SVS, right? That's not possible. So what? That is something I don't get. Let's go here. I don't know what's going on. They are not super strong, so that's gonna be all okay. Yeah, we're gonna defend, but just annoying that they are. Yeah, they are fighting in our territory. That's a bit weird. I'm just waiting for that, but yeah, there are enough people here. They are not super strong, but that's enough. Oh, you mean the big pack for the buff? Okay, okay, I get it. Yeah, I never really calculated the value of these things, but I never valued them a lot, let's say it that way. In the sense of, but I guess, you know, if you spend quite a bit, and it's early days and you don't want to use your gem for that, I guess that's okay, right? So Leonidas needs a bit of love. Someone else was very low. Who was very low? Patron is a bit more important. He's a bit stronger. Let's do that for now. Let's see. So I'm dead. So that was the one at the bottom. So where are they? I mean, they're coming here. So let's send this one. And this one is gonna go. I mean, that's not cool. That's really not cool what's going on here. So we are not really in danger. And we are getting this one, so that's pretty good. Alright, stuff for the Gonzalo for fishing. Yeah, so it's like except the fish that you can guarantee over time if you buy the Poseidon things, or you know, if you just get some for free. At some point you will get them, but for the divers and the algae and stuff, like that could be a headache, man. That could really be a headache sometime. Hey, thanks for the hearts. Thank you for the hearts. So let's see who needs a lot of fuel. Who is very low. Not that many. Let's do Leonidas. And let's do... oh, Moroccan. Let's do Moroccan. Let's swap. I wish people don't change spot all the time like that. I will stop complaining about it, I swear, but that's such a headache, I find. So someone else is giving it as well, so that's really cool. So we're good. So here we are fighting. There are many people, so let's go somewhere else. So PPGS, hello, welcome to the stream. Which hero I need to use in Gen 3 for Cadence Clash? I'm so bad at playing that event. It really depends on what you have, and likely you don't have much choice anyhow. Whether you are a spender or free to play or low spender, you don't really have a lot of options. So you have mostly two options for Cadence Clash. Either your best match, thanks for the heart, really appreciate it. Thank you. Yeah, you have two options usually. Either you do like me. So I've done my best march, and then my second best march, and then my third march. So the one you want to avoid is Gina and the blue heroes, right? Because Gina, she doesn't have any expedition skill that do damage, or that buff damage or anything like that. So Gina is bad, and the blue heroes are bad. So that the only mistakes you could do early days is having these in your marches. If you don't have these in your marches, then you pick, you know, you pick your best and you make 3 marches with your best. One other strategy, but that's, I don't really find it convenient, that people suggest, is to have at least one defensive team. So like find your hero that are defensive and put them together. You know, I'm not really convinced by that, but maybe it's because I've never done it myself. Maybe that's just simple as that. But I'm not, I find it very inconvenient. Like, you know, if you're a big spender and you know you have like a fixed role, and why not? Yes, but like as a free-to-play spender, I'll have like 3 different levels of power of my marches, and I'll manage that to face the opponent, right? You're free to play, so yeah, you know, like what do you have? You have Mia, you have Flint, maybe you have Alonso if you pick Alonso. So Mia, Flint, Alonso would be a very good march if that's your main march, and then you will start to have Sergei. Whatever is left, by ET maybe. Sergei by ET, and with the Lancer will be Molly, something like that. And then you will have blue hero for infantry, which will be terrible, but that's all you have. Unless you bought like maybe a bit of Natalia, but it's probably better to use Natalia. Even if you have Natalia 1 or 2 stars, it's probably better to use Natalia than a blue hero. Then, you know, you will use another marksman. The man is bad. You probably did not do Greg, but if you had Greg, that would be a good choice for March 1 or 2. Then you will do whatever, Jasser, something like that. Jasser Sion. And then, you know, Lancers, you will do Patrick or something like that. Or JC, whatever you have, and that will be your march. And that's not super good, but that's, you know, what you can do, basically. There is not a magic answer to that. But just avoid blue heroes as much as possible, and Gina, because they don't have fighting skills, right? That's all. That's the biggest thing you can do. I hope one day you create an alliance in a new state for us to get to play with you. I'm really thinking about that. The issue with that is, to be fully transparent, is first, it's kind of, when do I do it? There's a timing issue, like there is a... like there is some personal events, you know, in November, which I'm trying to kind of settle in terms of dates and all of that. So when that's settled and that's okay, then I need to see, work is a bit heavy as well, so I need to kind of see between like personal things we want to do with the wife as well. She's turning 50 this year, so I turned 40 a few months ago and she's 50. We have like 10 years difference, so you know, we'll spend some time for that. So when all that figured out, then it's a financial side I need to figure out as well. Because what I like, the project I want to do, it requires more than the channel is generating right now. So I'm thinking about ways to get like support for free, basically, like allow you guys to support me, but without without anything costing you. So like putting Amazon links like for referrals, for example, like for commissions, but you don't have to, like, it's like not that you buy anything new that you don't need. It's more like whenever you buy on Amazon, you click the link, and whatever you buy in the next hour, I got a commission on it, right? That's how it works for Amazon links, for example. So like little thing like that. So whenever you shop things you will usually buy, then you just use my link. You change product, you don't have to buy that one. You buy whatever you will buy normally, books, appliances, new phone, whatever you wish to buy that you will buy anyway. And that I get a commission, and that does not cost you anything, for example. So I'm thinking about little things like that I could put in place, and I'm trying to see how much, because the channel is monetized right now, so I get money from ads as well. So trying to see, but I got money from ads for only a month, for only August. No, for only September. No, for only August, right? It's like delayed. So I'm kind of trying to figure these things out to see, because yeah, it will be a 800,000 euro a month for a few months project, and we just bought a house, so it's not. I cannot just do that from my own pocket. It would not be reasonable at all. And I'm the first one to say to spend money wisely. So I need to figure that out. And I don't want to be like, I don't want it to be in a situation where I'm asking for you guys money, use your money for yourself. So I'm just trying to find a way that the channel is, so it's growing the channel, because that will be supportive with the ads and everything. So yeah. But I'm hoping before the end of the year. I would really love before the end of the year. That would mean, that would be really exciting, I think. I think the game is still, is still young enough that it makes sense to do that project as well. I was like, do I do that on another game? Should I do that on Kingshot instead, for example? Do I want to pour more, like to invest myself more within Whiteout Survival? Because then it's 2 accounts to manage, so it's more videos to make. From that account, it's 2 accounts to manage, so it's, it's like spaces I take in my life that I cannot spend somewhere else in terms of time and money, so, So that's the idea. So if you guys know like ways to get like referrals or whatever, things like that, that would be cool. Yeah, you get. I lowered the ads, right? I lowered the ad on streaming, so you guys let me know. You have a few settings you can change. You don't have a lot of margin for ads, but I can change. So I lowered the ads because people were like, they are too much. I'm the first one not liking ads, right? But that's just the way it is. I cannot remove them fully anyhow. I don't think so. Or I need to not be monetized, right? But if I want to monetize the channel, I need to put ads, right? That's just live basically for you on YouTube. So I lowered it a bit, so hopefully it's not too bad. Yeah, Shiny Prime. So that's maybe before I just read your message, Shiny Prime. Like one made me think of that. One other thing is I might stream on as well on Twitch. I'll need to find a way to stream on Twitch. And if you have Amazon Prime, you can gift your Amazon Prime to a streamer on Twitch. But I might need to be partner on Twitch, so that might not be possible on Whiteout. So I'm looking at like a few free things. If you guys wanted to support, that you could do, that cost you nothing basically. That's the idea. My Mia haven't much of exclusive gear. Yeah, but that's okay. Mia is okay. Level 1, she's good enough. Like, heroes, like for free to play, they mostly come from skill and stars. So when you have your heroes 4 stars as a free to play, you get most of the power you should. Or, that's good for you, and that's, everything else is not gonna really matter that much. Of course, your hero gear, right? That's really important. But when you get your hero gear on your main heroes, that's all you can do. So 4 stars, you get the skills to level 5, and that's gonna be really good for you. That's most of what you can do at the free-to-play. So Shiny Prime, hey, I want to thank you for your effort. Thank you very much. I started Whiteout in February, and I was looking for more knowledge, more game knowledge, until I finally found your channel 2 months ago. Your input is so valuable. Thank you very much. And you know, I'm making the content I wish I had, and some of it I had, some of it I did not. Many of it I did not find it. And there are many, you know, I watch a lot of other content creators, and they have their different strengths. Some of them are like big spenders, and they are super rally leaders, and they know far more about heroes and rallies and stuff. But because they don't care to play events, they don't know about events that much. Because many of them, when you have money, you know, you don't need to think too much about events. for me, and that's, you know, that's a lot of. So for us, like lower spender, free to play, we have to focus on events. So that's where I think I can make a difference. But I have, you know, some knowledge some gap knowledge I need to close, and particularly like PvP events. I think I can learn still a lot. Yeah, you can skip them, right? I don't know how it works if you really watch them full or skip them, but you can skip them after 5 seconds. So. But I'm working on the computer. Basically, I'm listening to YouTube all day myself, like podcasts and many different things like that. So. Like the thing that annoys me the most about the ads is, you know, I have a wireless headset. It's like you go to the kitchen and you arrive in the kitchen and you have an ad starting, and you know that the 3-minute long one, right? That the one that some of them are 20 sec or 10 sec, and if you're not in front of the computer, you're like, it's gonna be okay. I can go through it. I don't have to go back on the computer and skip it. And it's like you start to make food or whatever, and you're like, okay, either I need to go back on the computer or I get 3 minutes of that. Thank you again for the hearts, so many hearts. Thank you. Thank you. Did you do your Canyon PPGS? For us, it's like, it's kind of chill. Sato is climbing. El Patron is fighting a lot. They are doing well. Just need to be a bit more careful on the fuel, maybe. We need a lot, but I'm not dying, so I don't really need many. I'm actually not really dying right now. I don't know what's going on, but yeah, my dude stay alive. I did not have to move and anything. I've just been talking and giving fuel for the last 5 minutes. Yeah, it's pretty tough on fuel for the weaker players. They struggle a lot. So Leon is saying like, Mia is good. I'm still using it for bear in Gen 5. You're gonna use Mia until forever, Leon. Get ready for that. It's gonna be far beyond Gen 5. It's gonna be far beyond Gen 5, Leon. You are married to Flint, you are married to Mia, you are married to Marksman, no, but you are married to Flint and Mia for bear. Unless you ever get Geronimo, but so let's do, where do we go? We have the middle in 5 minutes. I mean, I'll go with my stronger, I'll go closer here. We need to kind of secure, clean up all of that. Let's do Skifney and let's give him some. Not Betty, she's active. Phil. Who did I remove fuel from? You should have an auto assign button. I'll buy a €5 pack to get auto assign button to people with the lowest fuel. I'll totally do that. I'll remove myself, I have too many fuel. So you see I'm middle, and here we are kind of getting a bit ahead. So let's go, and that's the one that is here. And this one, where do we go? Yeah, let's bother them. Yeah, Geronimo is expensive. Geronimo is of course very expensive. You can always consider putting him 2 or 3 stars, but that's even that is a lot of money. It's like 100 or 150 or something. It's crazy. That's why, like, if I do the restart project, like, I will want to do Geronimo maxed out. So that's already, you know, 500 euro the first month, just to max Geronimo out with the widgets. Plus, you need to buy all the packs to rush to Furnace 30. Then, with my strategy, I need to buy a bit of. I'll have to buy a bit of training troop packs. That's gonna be a few more hundred. So, you know, then you have a seasonal event, so you are quickly at 1,000 in the first month. You know, you are already at 1,000 in the first month. So, you know, if I delay a bit, the channel is growing a bit, and that's easing a bit things on that side. I really want to restart. I think that's gonna be really exciting. I'm actually need to make a web form so I can start to get people like kind of commitment, right? Like, are people joining for a week just to have fun? Are people really willing to restart with us, or with me, with us, whoever is joining? Like, and like to try to create a SVS focus state, or like educating people properly about playing the game properly on the state scale. Is that possible? Do you think we can do it? But that's tough because you just need, you know, another language, big alliance with a lot of spenders, and you know that's gonna be it's not gonna go as planned probably. So we'll see. But that's still things I want to do. Long journey, yes. So that's working. Here is working. Let's look at it. 1 minute for middle. Fuel is going up a bit for people, but that's Kiwaki seems to be not playing right now. So let's take it. No, let's give it to Ugurlu. You play 24/7. Yeah, that's, you know, that's kind of how they are, these games, right? Especially the beginning. It's not gonna be like that forever, but I probably wish for you as well it's not like that, because at some point, you know, we have to get back to other things, but it can be really like intense when you start between, you know, especially if you get R5, R4, if you get a bit involved socially with people, you make friends, you start to talk to people, you play. Like, the first few months can be really, really intense. That's actually why, you know, many R4, many R5s are burning out in the first few months. Like, some people like stop, you know, they start to work half they used to work. They are not working that much anymore. They are all of that, right? They have issue at work, so. So think of your, you know, mental health, sleep, work. It's just a game. Even if we love it, it's just a game. Sometimes with cool people as well. Yeah, I have issue with the translation bots on Discord. It feels like it was free, but it was free to a certain amount of characters, and it's not translating for anyone anymore. So do we go middle? So who? Okay, nobody's gonna get middle. So middle's gonna be for purple. Middle is gonna be for purple. So we're not gonna get middle. We kind of put that up. Hey, Christopher. Had anyone tried using 4 ammos as a rally joiner with max 1 first skill rather than 4 Patrick? So the thing, Christopher, is like there is a diminishing return when you stack a hero, and I don't think Amos is a good hero for that, and I'll show you in a sec why. I'm just kind of handling. Let's give to Patron. Who is low? He's offline. Oh, he's already there. Moroccan. Oh. What can I do? He disappeared. I cannot find him anymore. Let me send my troop. That's more important. So here I'm here. So that's okay. And this one he's here. This one is safe. I'm gonna defend anyway. So that's we are all good. So Skifney and Emma, they have a bit. Matt is a bit lower. So I'm gonna get out of for a second, show you why, Christopher. So Amos is probably very good to have one. But they probably all of it stacked, right? It's not too bad. It's not too bad, all of it stacked. But his infantry poses the attack once every 4 turns, reducing damage taken by lancers and marksmen by 30% and infantry by 70%, right? But like, you're not gonna reduce damage by 140%, then 210. That would not make any sense. So the probably the diminishing return on Amos is insane. So like the first Amos is 70% reduce damage taken. But then if you have 2 Amos, do you get 75? Do you get 80? Because you're not gonna get 95% reduction for 2 turns. That's not the way it's gonna work. Else it's gonna be too powerful. You could try it, maybe it does, and maybe I'm saying bullshit because maybe they did not do it properly and nobody really tested 4 Amos because it looked like insane. So 1 Amos could be really good as a rally joiner. 4 Amos, I assume the diminishing return on Amos is insane because the percentage are very high and it's not something that can stack, right? When you think at Patrick, you can double health of troops, you can triple health of troops, you can quadruple health of troops. So there is, even if there is a diminishing return, you are not reducing something from 100% to something else, right? You are just increasing something. So that's probably very much an option. To stack a Patrick, it makes sense, and that's why people do it. It's because it works better than the hero that reduces something. They have bigger diminishing return, probably. That's our best guess. So that's why I would not consider too much for Amos, but 1 is probably very good. You can always try it if you want to, but I assume it's not working. I did not try it. We did not try it with my alliance, so you know I cannot be sure 100%. You know, everything everyone says always, you know, if you care to know, just test it. Many people, and me included, sometimes, you know, I'm sharing things I think I know and I don't because I did not test it. I've learned it from someone else. The game might have changed in between. They might have changed, you know, made a patch that did not say they are changing a skill, whatever. There might be a bug or whatever the reason. So feel free to test things. You need vacation. I'm tired being Air 4 for sure. Yeah, that's insane. Air 4 in the first few months is insane. It's insanity for Air Force. Like, I've played in, for the early days, mostly 2 states. The third one could be considered at that, but it was beyond the madness. But the 2 states I've played on, like multiple Air Force and I5 of alliances, like they burn out. They just burn out. So let's give my fuel to someone else. I have too much. I don't know who is pressing the heart, but I don't know if I can see that, but thank you so much. I can see, like, it's popping non-stop. Thank you very much. Is there a pack on YouTube to be auto-hearting, you know, the channel or something? Thank you for that. I don't know what it does. Maybe it helps, you know, for visibility and stuff. It's cool. We are 20 tonight, so thank you very much for being here, everyone. You probably have, you know, other things to do on your Saturday sometime than being with Tonton, so. Especially Tonton that is really tired. Wow. So are we? I'm not even paying attention. Are we doing? So we are first, but these they got middle, so they have a huge income, so they're gonna take the lead for now. And are we trying to take middle? Yeah, we are spending a lot of resources on middle. So okay, Kaylee is here. How is it going here? So let me secure that. Yeah, that's not good. Someone needs to go here, so I need to go back. Because else we're gonna lose it. We cannot lose this one. So that dude is a meteor skin, so it's 3.3. So yeah, he's gonna get 3 kills. He's gonna get 3 kills, of course. More hearts, more hearts, more hearts. Can we do a record, like there are a record of hearts on YouTube that we can break? Tonton, do you upgrade your new shards right away? I saved mine for 3 months last SVS. Yeah, I don't. I save for SVS prep. So I do and I don't. So I'm not upgrading right away because I save for SVS. What I'm doing is armament competition. And things like that. Well, let me go here with my other. So yeah, armament competition, like, you know, King of Icefield, like all of these events. Now I'm doing a bit experts, right? Right now my priority is experts. So I keep progressing on expert, but like, you know, a few weeks and then experts are like done. Like there is nothing gonna happen for weeks on experts because just gonna have so much of gonna get most of the value and everything else will take forever. So now I'm doing expert, but else I'm doing fire crystals and I'm doing shards as much as possible. On all of these events, armament competition, officer project, King of Icefield, Alliance showdown, all of that seasonal events, I'm trying to progress heroes. And so either the one I have already 4 stars or put them to 4 stars if they are 3. So I'm trying not to fall behind while I save, and you don't fall behind mostly with heroes and fire crystal troops, right? So if I have to increase furnace, for example, I might not do it a lot between the next time I push because that's a lot of points for SVS. But if I have my furnace to fire crystal 9, for example, and I need the camp, then it's fairly easy to do the camp in armament competition in these events. Fire Crystal 9 is kind of a bad example because you get far too many points for one upgrade because of the refined fire crystals. Okay, so here I'm gonna stay, and here I'm gonna go. Oh, the purple land is like invaded. I don't know who is doing that, but that's invaded. But I need to help the team here. So where am I? I'm here. So yeah, so I need a bit of help here. But purple is getting middle a lot, so that's why they are losing with their territory. So see, even if they are getting middle, they are a lot lower. So I don't know if it helped you, let me know. But that's kind of how I think about it. I don't do chief gear, I don't do charms, I don't do hero gear, I don't do widgets on these events. Very rarely, right? I don't do pets. I keep all of that for SVS. I really try to do buildings and heroes as much as I can. I keep dying. I really keep dying. Initially, I never came across any of their wells, you know? But now it's like, wow. That's not cool. That's really not cool. That dude is really annoying. But he's really strong, so I need to see if I can beat him. But I can beat him with that march, so I need to use my main march. A Webster is going. So that's gonna... He's gonna be in trouble. I mean, okay, so here let's do the troops, so let's refresh my power as well. Did it refresh my power? Yeah, it did not. No, yeah, it did. I'm 2.6, 2.7 million. That's all I can do. More hearts, more hearts. So let's go. So we are getting back that area. We are losing bottom. And in terms of income, yeah, the yellow they are not going for middle, but they are totally not caring about middle. They are totally caring about the rest of the land, and they are very good at taking it. So Daria needs some love. She even needs a lot more than that. Where is Daria? Let's give you a bit of a better deal. So where are we? We are here. So let's go to yellow a bit. And this one is here, so let's go bottom. Let's go bottom with it. Revive, and let's go bottom as well. Because we need to... Purple is not an issue right now. I mean, purple is an issue because purple, if they keep middle, they'll make 50k points and they'll finish in top of us, right? So that's... They actually are an issue. But purple is having very, very strong marches in the middle, so it's not gonna be easy to take. Even for our friend Webster, I don't think she can, because there is like a 4.1 million guy here. It's not gonna really work. Are we winning? Yeah, we are winning. So let's go here, and this one is... Let's go here. That's the situation I really don't like. Because we cannot get really ahead. I mean, we'll see, right? But we have what, 7 minutes? Yeah. Wow. So yeah, it's not gonna work very well, to be honest, for us. It's gonna be really, really tough. So we will want to cut middle, to cut purple from middle, and try to get middle. So see if we can get these two. So they cannot go middle, and they will lose middle, and middle will either go to blue, to yellow. It does not matter to where middle is going. It doesn't have to go to us. If it goes to us, we win first. But if it goes to yellow, we are second. If purple is keeping middle, we are third. And that's terrible. So we will want to try to cut purple from middle. And here we might be cut from middle ourselves. That's gonna be terrible if he's winning here. Yeah, it's gonna be terrible. Nobody is going. Oh, that's horrible. And why I cannot write? Oh, my keyboard stopped working. I have a wireless keyboard and it's not working. I fully disagree with Webster. I think it's pointless to keep our territory. We need to cut purple from middle. That's all we need to do. That's the only chance we have. And if we don't, that's lost. And we need to get that. Oh man, I'm dying. So yeah, so we'll finish 3, and that's totally on us, as usual. It's always totally on us when you play poorly, and that's something I need not pay too much attention because we're kind of chatting. But then we just hope for blue to take it eventually. But what we had to do is to cut them off from these 2 points. That's really what we needed to do, and hope that blue is helping us to get middle. That's not a big deal, but just trying to explain a bit because I think we have many people that don't really understand the event, that feel a bit lost with the events. So that's something we could have done a bit better, is to try to focus on that. But that's I don't really care. I don't think we care much anyway. But that's yeah, 1 minute and a half. Yeah, there are 14 people. It's not gonna happen anymore. They fully understand it, so they are just going middle, so they know they might be even first with that. While you look at their territory, is a nightmare. See, they managed to get that one, which giving a lot of points. So they might even be finishing first when they were behind all time. So they played, if they are first, they played very, very well. They look like they got bullied and they were like the losers. But they were close enough and see like they make more points than us. So yeah, it's lost. It's lost, everyone. So we'll do bear. In 5 minutes after that, we will do bear. So that's why I buffed as well. Oh, but I cannot use the data if I'm buffed on bear. That's the issue with being buffed. So where did we end up? We end up top 10. So is there any chance that's good? That's good for rewards. Yeah, we're not gonna get points here. We're not gonna get points here anytime soon. So maybe maybe someone else will pass us with a bit of see, we're 12. Oh, so sad. So sad. Something I should have paid attention to and try to make point. That's okay. The ranking reward are not that exciting. I think they should double or triple these, to be honest. So they are really not that good. So we are 3 and they finish first. So well played on SGE. You guys did very good to catch up on the end. A bit sad with the ranking, but that's okay. So let's do the shop quick. Let's do the shop quick. How much we have? We probably have very little because we lost, and you really don't get much when you are not first in these events. So Canyon. So what do you do in Canyon? For me, it's very simple. I only care about charms. And tiny bit of chief gear right now. Essence Stone, I get them from somewhere else. Everything else is pointless. So most people will go for that. Design plans, if you are like new player, you will go for that to unstuck your chief gear because you are kind of stuck with your what I call the purple and the blue hell of chief gear when it's requiring only these designs. But for everybody else, that when you are past that, chief gear is not really the best thing to do anymore. Yep. So we have bear in 2-3 minutes. Let's refresh these. I cannot get the mission I want. So do you guys think we should have done something better? Anything you think we've done wrong? I think for me that was 10 minutes before I noticed it. We should have switched to the strategy to cut purple from middle and get middle. Or let it to yellow to secure second. I'd rather be second than third, but I think that could have been the... I'm not gonna get... Yeah, there is no real point to push, but it's more like I really like to get... you know, the shop like the Alliance tokens. I actually got quite a few now. I start to have piled up quite a few Alliance tokens. So my squad is ready. I don't have deployment capacity, so that's a foundry. So maybe I try one of these after as well. How much? Yeah, it's 1.8 versus 3.1, so I'm not sure. It's nearly double, right? Yeah, I mean, I'm not really leading, you know, like we don't take this event very seriously. Like we take SVS prep, SVS battle very seriously. Foundry a bit more. Canyon, like I said, we don't have any. We have Webster, but she might not even have her chief gear or hero gears on. We don't have any other well participating, so it's like we really don't take it seriously. So that's okay as well. And when we talk about it, most people are like, yeah, I don't understand it anyway, so so yeah. That's the issue when you don't do voice as well for such events. So when we do the restart project, like we will try to do this with voice, at least with as many people as we can, you know. Hopefully we do like most with many English speaking alliance, if that makes sense. But the issue when it's like very much English-speaking alliance, it's often a lot of Americans, and they are like event time is not the same at all for me. It's like 2 a.m. UTC, and like 2 a.m. UTC is 4 a.m. for me. So like there is no way I'm doing Foundry at 4 a.m. I need to divorce first and to change my lifestyle fully to do that. I think that will be the first 2 steps. It's like give up on sleep and health, you know, and divorce. So we're ready for bear. So that the week with Hector, but because we have buff, it's not gonna matter that much. So we do the top down. I mean, some people are clearly not doing that right now, but that's okay. Kiwak is full. Top down we said, so that's him, and I'm trying to keep my best march. My best heroes for the best march. We'll do 9.6 billion, chill and easy, like every time. Then we don't have much more to do for tonight. So I'll let you know, guys, about Foundry later tomorrow, when I'm a bit clearer on my schedule. maybe last minute. We'll try to do one more mission here. I'm top 10 with my farm. I've done 3 missions of training troops and I'm top 8. People have been very lazy. I usually do 4, and if I did 4, I would be like top. I will be here. I don't understand how people make so little points in alliance mobilization. I really don't get it. It's beyond me. How can you not make points in alliance mobilization after 2 years of playing the game? I really don't get it. So I should actually cancel my rally and pop my pets before I do so. Let's do pets. When do whales it advised to take off their gear? It's like we don't know basically. The real answer is we don't know. The situation with that, so that's something I explained today a bit in R5 chat, and it's like whoever tells you you know, they are believers. So if someone tells you it working, does not work, they are believers. So it's okay to believe, but just be honest that you believe. So what's going on, right? Is like customer support is saying that it's not working to remove gear. I've been working 10 years in customer support in video game when I was a bit younger. If your matchmaking is broken, you're not gonna tell your customers and your player that it can be exploited. Even if it's broken, you're not gonna tell them, yeah, of course, remove your gear. I'm not saying that because they, that they are lying, but I'm just saying that for the company I work for, if the matchmaking was broken, we will be saying it's working as intended. And it's taking into account multiple criteria and factors and stuff. It's a complex system and it's a fair system and blah blah blah. You would not say you can remove your gear to cheese it. So that's not a proof in itself, right? It's just that we cannot use it either way. We cannot be sure that it's working or not working to remove the gear, because any serious companies, like they would just hide the fact that their matchmaking is broken. So why am I skeptical that the matchmaking is actually working well and is actually a smart system? If you look at Foundry, it seems to clearly work. Every time we remove the gear, we have nicer matchup. Every time we keep the gear for whatever reason, we have harder matchup. So it seems to work. I cannot prove it. It's not, it's not scientific. It's not like 100% sure, like matchmaking in such a game. Like I worked on game that we have like 10,000, like far bigger pool of players to match or team to match. And that was very hard to do fair matches, because there is always outliers, right? You always find a very strong player that do not have a team of very strong players in a skill-based game, like a shooter or whatever. So you will, at some point, if he's waiting for too long, you will pair him with newbies, right? Compared to him. So he will crush everyone, and that will happen all the time, and that will happen all day, every day, because there are so many matches and so many players that it can never be perfect on every match. So if you think at the scale of a Whiteout Survival, where like the pool of alliance to match our power in Foundry is like very limited. We are a strong alliance overall. We have strong spenders. We are S tier Foundry. So, of course, there are 2 or 3 alliances like us in every state. But because it's pairing us with same generation, same buildings, it's like let's say there are 3 alliance per state. There are 300 states in the same progress, which often is less than that. So it's like 300 alliance they can match against us with different powers. So they cannot match us against 300 alliance. They can match us within these 300 alliance. They can match us with the one close to our power, because some of them are less powerful and some of them are far more powerful as well. So maybe there is like 50-20 alliance that they can match up with. So of course there will be matchup that won't be even, because it will be fair for the other that week, but it won't be fair for us, because what's left is us and either a weaker opponent or either a stronger opponent. So you have to match people. That's just the way it works. And Foundry, so you can cheese Foundry by removing gear. That's really how it feels, at least. We have been doing it for a long time, and that's really how it feels. And Alliance Championship, you can cheese it in 2 ways. You can register with everyone in one lane. if that's a sign of a very healthy and working matchmaking. I don't know what it is. And you can actually as well, if you have like your whales registering with 60-40, because you have only 2 troop types in your army, it's removing a third of your power more or less. So see how broken it is. So if you register in Alliance Mobilization Championship with only 1 troop type, like you do only infantry, you will have more or less a third of the power. If you register with two troop types, you will have more or less 2/3 of the power, and you register with 3 troop types, you have your full power. So you can cheese it by registering middle and putting your stronger player that have the most weight and stats registering 60-40. So that's matchmaking. That matchmaking is broken, and that's very different system, and that it does not mean because these are broken that the other ones are, right? Maybe Canyon matchmaking is better because Canyon is a new wargame mode than Foundry, so maybe Canyon matchmaking is a lot better because they use new system, new tech, new tools, better code, whatever. Maybe, but SVS is a very old, very old system in the game, and yeah, I'm not sure that the matchmaking is working well. I can't be sure. But I can't be unsure that it's not. So I'll answer your question later, Leon. So when do you take off your gear? There are two thinking. It's either the full Saturday, because matchmaking is today, so it's either before the start of Saturday, and you put it back after Saturday. So you remove it Friday, last minute, if you want to, or a few hours before, and you remove it. You put it back on Sunday morning, right? UTC. All of that is UTC. The other school is removing it, like people are saying that it's taking a snapshot at Saturday 23:59. It's taking a snapshot of the state power, so people remove it in the last 5 minutes of Saturday just in case it's working that way. And that's people that don't want to be impacted by arena. They don't want to get crushed by arena for more than 24 hours, so they, you know. But at the end of the day, we don't know. You have two options. You have two beliefs. If you remove your gear, it's either 5 minutes before Sunday, and hopefully that the matchmaking is working with the snapshot last minute. But if it's 24 hours, I'm not sure. So if you remove it, I will suggest you remove it Friday and keep it off for the full Saturday. Matchmaking for SVS in the top 100 power of the state. So you don't need to remove it on the 20 or below, or even 10 or below, right? Unless you have like 20 players that are mega powerful, but then you have a mega state. But you particularly want to remove it on your top players, so it's not matching you against top players as well. I should do top to bottom, but I got distracted by Obster's rallies. And mine who got jumped, so I might have missed a lot of things in the chats. No, not that much actually. So I don't know if it's helpful, Leon, but that's kind of how I'm thinking. I have no proof either way. It might be working to remove gear, it might not. Our whales, most of them decided to do it. So yeah. You mean Canyon. So you finished third, Star? You ended up third, like we did. You're part of the loser team as well. Yeah, 39, I'm filling up the rally. I don't care. I got actually better rallies on my farm because like people that started rallies were not the stronger player. But I think my farm is okay. Yeah, I'll be 2.4. That's all I care about. Oh, we're good. We're cooking, we're good. Okay, second. That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good, second. So let's do a bit of T9. That's more points and I'm a bit lazy. And then I'll promote next week anyway. So I'll go for T9 after that. So like that's me doing 12k points nearly with just training 2 batches of T8 per day without thinking. Just doing 3 I'm basically doing 3 of these missions per day, with one being like the 200%, right? I did not do it. Maybe I did 1 Polar Terror missions or something. Maybe that's how much I've done. So that's that easy to make 12,000 points. You know, when you are Gen 5, FC5 plus, that should be nearly everyone should be able to do 10k points easily. Easily 10k points. That shouldn't be a problem. So let's see how much point we do on our rally with some buffs. Yeah, we do 200, we do 150 mil more, so I cannot take it. I cannot take it into account for the data for the test with our friend Hector. So I'll just keep going. And do I have a good rally to finish? No, I don't. That's okay. Oh, I'm full. Oh, I have one slot. So that's when you do 100k, 80k, 120k, like you should have someone feeding that rally. Like the last one that joined, they should add a bit more troops. Like Drunken Sailor is not aware of the limitation, but we have some people that came back. That's fair enough. So yeah, you want people to to complete rally for like 20-30k troops, else everyone is wasting damages. So today, after that, I need to complete that event, and I don't know what to do. I don't want to use a sandstone. I don't have widgets. I don't think I have widgets to use. I don't have widgets to use. So I don't know what to do. I've been saving chests for a month nearly. We'll open them during SVS. That will be like 25 days of chests to kind of get an idea. I mean, some of them are from packs, right? Not all of them are from the game, but just curious about roughly how many chests you get with the experts. Did you have fun, Star? That's the most important thing. I don't really have fun in Canyon, to be honest. Especially because I do fuel, I don't really find it fun. Like it's not like Foundry that when you burn someone you're happy, and when you explode a building you're happy. It's more like it's a bit more active than Foundry often, but it's not as satisfying. Wanted to watch the Super Foundry. The new Foundry is landed to our state. Yes. I'll try to do Foundry tomorrow, but to be honest, we are not the greatest at Foundry. So. We don't I mean, I'm saying we don't really have a strategy, but people understand how Foundry works. So even if there is no, like, we don't say a strategy before we play, people understand that you should take teleport, people understand you should take boiler to capture building faster, people understand that prototype is giving more points than the other buildings. People understand that if you are a weak player, you should teleport when a building is exploding to get the point that are like the arsenal point that are being scattered. People understand that you cannot let the opponents farm on the whatever, like on the tiles, on the mines. I don't know what they are, like the warehouse, I think they are called. Like you cannot let the opponents gather if they are not holding buildings, so you have to go and kill them, and you have to gather yourself. Like, so all the basic is basically integrated right now. So we don't really explain anything to anybody anymore. We just log in and we play, and that more or less always go the same way. And sometimes we play better than the other times, and sometimes we mess up and it's not that good. Sometimes we play very well because it's like we are not on voice and it's not highly organized, but we know what we do. Basically, that's kind of the TLDR. It could be a lot better. So we'll see. We'll see. Like, there are a bit of interest with Foundry, with the new events. So we'll see. So we want to get here. So here is 21 essence stones per every 2 days, so that's a lot. That's 9 of these plus 3 of these, so that's a lot when you think about it. That's a lot when you think about it. 50k, come on. I'll fill it with my farm. If we need to, I'll fill it with my farm. So see, people have joined Ugurlu and Sato and did not join Master Chief, right? They don't, a bit more, we have people that don't really. I'll do that too. I'll skip Bury, but I'll join Bury in a sec. I have troops coming back. I just wanted to secure Webster. But that's very comfortable, to be honest. To do bear trap like that, I really like it. It's just chill, you join whatever you can, you don't think. You just try to squeeze in the biggest rally from time to time. But for me, I'm squeezing in the biggest rally just to get to where I want to go. Like, I'm not trying to make more than 9.6. So if I see I'm close to 9.6, then I'm just joining weak rallies for the last wave, and that's... I'm not taking, you know, people's spots, particularly in the biggest rallies as well. Everyone got a chance for it. Yeah, we have one more coming back. I think I'll just start on my farm. Do I need these? Yes. Just to help with more points and more rallies. Because I don't think I need points anymore. But I think for Foundry, like at the end of the day, what the little I watch from like the bigger groups is like you need 2, 3, 4, 5 teams. I think that's what the Miyagi made a video a long time ago about it, and that's I think that's the baseline of whatever you want to do seriously, right? They had 3 teams. I think there was 2 rally leader per team. So there are 6 strongest players, or some of them at least. And they will teleport together and they will communicate to get the buildings, and they were kind of you know, given 3 or 4 buildings that they have to take with these 2 rally leaders plus all of that. And they had what they call, I think, assassins, like just people going around and zeroing wherever they can, right? So you have a mix of like a organized team to capture real estate and capture the buildings, and at the same time you go around and you burn out people. And I think that the best of both worlds, and that's a video we made maybe a year and a half ago, or maybe and that's a good reference point for whatever you do in Foundry. But they were using voice, so if you are not using voice, it's really hard to, it's not that easy to do like a group and synchronize. But with practice and experience, I'm sure you can make it without voice as well. Just, I don't think it's for most alliances, let's say it that way. That's why I did not make a similar guide. First, I don't have the experience because we don't do it. And second is like, I don't think it's for most alliances. It's either on voice or either very dedicated alliances to Foundry that really like it and really wants to be better. Else you just, again, understand vaguely the priority of the event. Train station, boiler, prototype. And that's good enough. That's good enough most of the time. That should be enough. Between my rallies and these, I joined actually a bit too much. I could have joined a bit less rallies. So what do I do with that? Either I do another research and I do some speed ups. I won't do Mithril. Mithril is far too much points. I won't do Charm, far too much points. Essence Stone, far too much points. Widgets, I don't have any. So it's mostly... or maybe I do Infirmary. How much will it give me if I do Infirmary? Yeah, but it's the same. It's Tundra, it's Foundry, right? So it's just you do Foundry every 2 days, but it's Foundry, so... It's exactly the same... rules, everything is the same in terms of gameplay. So that's gonna be 6 of these and 56. So 6 of these gonna give me 9k. That's not gonna give me that much. Not gonna give me that much. And that's 17 and but that I want for SVS prep. So maybe what I should do is actually how much would it be if I do level 9? We cannot see, right? I need to go look online. Yeah, it's just a Foundry tournament. So you do Foundry Monday. If you qualify, you do Foundry Wednesday. If you win, if you qualify, it means winning. Else you are eliminated right away and you get out of the tournament. It's Foundry again for Friday, and it's Foundry again Sunday, and then that's the top 4 alliance on Friday that are being qualified. They go to the next week. So that's gonna be. So next week is registration only. There is no matchup. The match Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Sunday are in 2 weeks from now. And then in 3 weeks from now, you will get the last match. So the top 2 alliances are fighting against each other, and the winning one is goes straight to final. So they play on Tuesday and they play on Saturday. The losing one, they are playing against the winning one in the loser bracket. So there are 4 alliances. There are 2 matches. They are the winner bracket, so with 1 and 2, the first and the second alliances, and the loser bracket is like kind of third and fourth alliances. The winner of the loser bracket is fighting the loser of the winner bracket. So Alliance 2 is fighting Alliance 2 or 3, the winning one of that match. And the finalist will be the winner of that second match that will happen on Thursday in 3 weeks. And the winner of Thursday will fight the winner of Monday, and that will be. So I don't know if it's clear. It's clear in my head. I don't know if I make it clear that way. But that's just a basic tournament format. Nothing too crazy. So either you are not used to that kind of stuff, and it's like maybe hard to follow. And if you are used to that kind of stuff, it's probably not too hard to follow. It's very typical. So let me check how much point I make with if I increase. Because we good here. We got all we wanted, so that's level 10, right? That will be level 9, so increase 9 to 10. So how many is that? City progression. It's good someone made guide on Discord that you can check when you have a doubt and you can see what you want. But I need to find the Research War Academy Helios. And I did not share the cost of each upgrade because that's on the official Discord and that's easy to find. But I don't have a link to the official Discord on my guide. Oh yeah. That's not serious, tonton. Should be better than that. So let's go on the official Discord. Let's go search for War Academy. And I'll save the image and I'll copy it on our Discord as well. So Lancers, it's Tomahawk, right? Yes, is lethality, so it's gonna be 270 fire crystal shards. It's gonna cost me, and 270 fire crystal shards is, if we calculate, so that's how you do this event without wasting too much. You actually pay attention to them. But I have an issue with my keyboard, so I cannot type the numbers. Okay, so 270 times fire crystal shard 50, so that's 13,000 points. So that's gonna, but that was the previous one, so that should be the one after. So that's 324 times 50, that's 16. That's not gonna cut it, that's not gonna be enough. Yeah, these improvements are so bad. And 18 hours. It's like 19 hours times 60. That's 1,000 points with speed ups. So that's 18,000 points. That's not gonna cut it. So I need to finish it with some essence stones or something. That's not really good. That's really not really good. Oh, I need to do some of that. That's 68. Healing cost reduction, that would be good. So I probably need to do that. So that will be 324 plus 137 times 50. That's gonna be 23k points plus a bit of speed ups. 23 is 36, but I just need to use 8. I just need to use a bit of speed up, but these are research speed ups, so they are not really worth any point in SVS prep, to be honest. That's 17 hours, so that's okay. This one is maybe a bit more. That's 1 day, 10 hours. It's really like the cost reduction is really a lot more expensive. That's important. For SVS, that could be important. Oh, I don't care, and I do that. That's better. Let's get some help. We are on bear, so I save a tiny bit of speed ups. People will tap, tap, tap. Tap, 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 tap. Yeah, I've wasted lost some minutes, and we do this one. And this one will slowly go with time, and we need 500, so 500 in terms of research speed up, we'll use it here. That's what? That's 9 hours? Boom! And that's how you do it. You're not wasting anything, you're not using essence stone that give a lot of points in SVS prep. What it was it? I don't know. I could have stopped here, to be honest. Like that's one I start to consider not doing anymore. For 18 fire crystal and the books, that's really little. That's one you can totally. The second armament competition is really, and the second officer project, like they are skippable for the last rewards. To be honest, that's really not good. Oh, so we got that one. So I don't think I want to do anything else here. I'm just gonna refresh for the team. That 5-pack is not really worth it. Beasts are terrible. All of that is terrible. People are doing polar-tailed bear, so there is no gatherers outside. So what else you want to do now that we are done with the doing, right? We are done with the things we had to do today. Bit of arena, bit of command center and stuff, labyrinth. Oh, we did bear. Okay, we moved bear by 5 minutes. That's why bear is not over yet. I see that's good damage. What did I do like on Wobster, for example? Sato? Yeah. I do as much on Sato's rally with half of my troops than I do on my own rally with all my troops. Do I see Wobster or did I miss her? We are that was the second, so that's already the day before. So Wobster I do 1.1 million, so that's really insane. She does 1.8 on her own rally. Yeah, that's really insane. I mean, she has more troops because that's her own rally, but that's crazy. So we got all we wanted. That's perfect. Thank you very much. We'll use the gems because we need them. Yeah, that's really an issue right now, gems. I'm really low. We're gonna gather. Do I need to join some rallies? Get my daily reward or something? You have to check as well. I need 10 more, so I might, I might start one. If it's not too late. I might be late. I might be missing most of these. I just wanted to send 1 troops. Oh, I'm missing all of them. It's gonna be okay at the end of the day. I got 1, maybe I got 2 of them out of 10, so that's gonna be okay. But that one time I'm sending 1 troops to the gather. I'm gonna keep my recall for more important things. Can we join more? We cannot. So let's do labyrinths quickly while we wait. What do you do for tech? What's your ratio for tech and what's your ratio for chief gear? Like, do you have any? But I did not make improvements, so the only thing that I can improve is a better ratio. I don't think there is one. I tried many, but maybe I don't know the best one. Okay, yeah, come back. Come back. Because I need you to make some rallies. Where are we on the islands? We are far, 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 far. Can we do something here? Yeah, not really. We're halfway through for that one. I'm not sure that was a good investment. And I wish to put my this one level 6 because it's changing skin, right? Where do you see it? Level 6? That's level 1, that's level 6. You have the boats and stuff, and then level 10 is like really cool. I might actually... Oh, okay, no. The lighthouse itself is a lot better. You have more boats and stuff in level 6, but like... Level 10 is really, really cool. And you have the whales. I guess you have a... Okay, you have a boat race as well. Yeah, I don't know. I do not know if that's really good. Do not know if I really care. I'm not preventing anyone to join. 1 troop is perfect. So more people can squeeze because we did not do many rallies somehow today. We might be maybe more people like close to not to be close to 50. I will manage to say it. Let me check at what people were saying on Discord for the ratio. Labyrinth from Gaia's Heart and Land of the Brave. Without marksman, it says. From our friend Fidik. Well, can you explain, Star? What do you mean by speedrunning furnace upgrades? You mean when you start over? Of course. But so we are sure we speak about the same thing. So this is Earth Lab and this is Dark Forge. But that's for the one that you have 3 marches. He was suggesting some different ratio for Philip. People suggest, I don't know if I tried 40, 20, 40. Maybe that's better. Yeah, but in Fire Crystal Age or in which stage of the game? Because yes, to go to Furnace 30, 100%. Fire Crystal Age, I'm like, depends. Depends on what you want to do. Why would someone rush Padicali, right? What would be interesting for me? So 60, 15, 25. That's what the pros are saying. In FCH, so like if you just want, we will need to look at it, right, when it makes sense. Because why do you want to do that? There should be a reason. So what will be the reason? So you have highest marksman, you have highest for bear, you have highest infantry for Sunfire Castle. What would be the reason? If that's the case, if that's the reason, then it depends, because sometimes you will have to level up your Lancer camp, right, to upgrade your furnace. So there are cycles, so it might be worth rushing for a while so you can do, let's say you want infantry marksmen, or you want infantry lancers, or whatever do you want you're looking after. There are a cycle where it makes sense, because you're not gonna need to upgrade the troops you don't want to, but at some point you will have to go back, because it's infantry, marksman, lancers. Infantry, marksman, lancers, I believe, for the requirement for Furnace, for Fire Crystal as well. So it's like limited, right? Unless you want it for something else I don't understand. Yeah, troop average, that's the only reason I see. So then it depends on the troops you want, and based on the troops you want, it will be worth it or not at different times. But the main issue with that is it costs far more to do the furnace than to do the camps. So okay, you skip command and center, you skip infirmary, you skip war academy as much as you can. You focus on the 2 camps you want, or maybe 1 camp you want, but that again, because there will be a rotation of requirement between the camp, you will be limited in what you do. So let's say for bear, do you have the, I don't know if I have the list of requirement for fire crystal furnace. Because for me, like, these things are, they're kind of black and white, right? Should we do that? Should we not? It's like, okay, it depends. When and why. So it could totally make sense. It could be totally stupid as well. So we need to look at when and why. Let's see if I can do that. Let's see if I have a chance, but I think I need T10s to do more. So let's look at Fire Crystal Age. What can I do? What do I have? PT Progression, Fire Crystal Age, Research Center. Yeah, I don't have the requirement on that one. But if I recall well, we could probably trace it back, right? Because when you rush to Furnace 30, what you need to do, you finish by the marksman. So if I remember well, the first Fire Crystal requirement is Lancers. So you start with Lancer Fire Crystal 1. I mean, you need Lancer 30 to get to Fire Crystal 1 for your Furnace. So that means to go to Furnace Fire Crystal 2, you will need Infantry, and that's something I remember as well. So to go to level 3, you will need Marksman. So that will work, because you will be able to have Lancers 30, no Fire Crystal, Infantry Fire Crystal 1, and you could have Marksman Fire Crystal 3. So that will work until then to unlock Fire Crystal 3. But that, I know some people that done that, but like, you need to be really committed to do damage on bear. And to rush that, as free to play, like you are not being, you want to defend with 60-40 for castle, so you are not useful for castle, so it's like very limited in value, right, to me. But that's doable. In that case, that's doable. Then the next cycle where it's doable, then you need Fire Crystal 4 or 5 unlocking. So you will need to go to Fire Crystal 4, you will need Lancers level 3. So you will have to catch up and you will have to repeat that cycle. You will have to put everything to Fire Crystal 3 to be able to do that again. But yeah, you can do it initially and then it's kind of breaking down quite a bit. Because it will make sense if you could go for Fire Crystal 3 to Fire Crystal 6, but you go to Fire Crystal 5, so you will be stuck. You can always rush Fire Crystal 5 for your marksman, that will work as well, but we'll kind of be in two sequences, I guess. Oh, but I just finished, but I'll not them. Hey, Orizi. Greg, no gear. I've heard about that thing with Greg. I'll put it on Discord and I need to try it later. That's one thing I did not try, actually. Heroes, Labyrinth. I'll put what you send or easy on Discord. Labyrinth tips, so main, best infantry, best lancer, Greg no gear 60-40. Why do you don't use gear on that? Okay, so you want the gear on the other marches, okay, because you are sacrificing some. Okay, fair enough. I get it. I get it because you don't have the troops, so that's a bit more precise and technical. So I'm curious about it. That could work, but we can try. We can try tomorrow. We have. I'm assuming you are watching the stream. So tomorrow we have. We have Gaia's Heart. But that's the kind of thing I start to be lazy to do when you have to swap gear. That's my... Tonton is min-maxing, but when you have to swap your raw gear, it's like giving up. Too much work for gaining 1 or 2 levels. That gives nothing more than what I get. But I'm happy to test it for science. That will be cool if it works. Because like I might improve a few stuff during SVS, so that's kind of the last time I can test it. But I'm being stuck on the last SVS where I pushed a lot. So, but even if I don't do a lot, I'll do some hero level, hero shards. My Gatot, likely Gatot, and Sonia will go up quite a bit. Sonia, wow. I need to use more shards. I might miss next SVS a bit, guys, as well. I might we do a conference with the wife, and it's like finishing at the time of the battle, and it's an hour, so that means I'll miss a bit of the pre-battle. So I might be able to do a bit of like half an hour of killing. Then we go to the conference, we do the conference, and then I come back and I stream something like that. I don't know how I will manage that. I'm not sure how I will manage that. Oh, sorry. I clicked on the wrong thing. What do we do? I think that's it for today, guys. I think that's it for today. So tomorrow we have Flame and Fang, so I need to keep my freaking Agnes. So the way it works is like you keep Agnes, you complete your 8 AM intel, you collect it. No, you complete your midnight, sorry. You complete your you complete your midnight. Oh, let me think. Oh, I'm tired. No, you complete your midnight intel on Sunday. You collect it. You complete your 8 AM intel. You don't collect it. You trigger Agnes. And then you don't complete your 4 PM intel. So when you log back in On Monday, you have to collect the intel from 8 a.m. The 4 p.m. intel will pop. You will clear the Agnes intel from Sunday. You will be able to pop Agnes intel from Monday, and you will have the midnight intel to do. So that's gonna be crazy on stamina for intel. So that's kind of the new technique to min-max that event. That's only allowing you to get a bit more resources. So at the end of the day, you know, we can debate if it's worth the trouble. But let me know, Star. I don't know where you are coming from with that. Like, is that something you want to test, or people asking you? I think it's possible at certain time, but it's not possible all the time. But then you suck at you suck for castle battle. Like, you cannot really help your team. So I don't know. I'm not super convinced. So I'll get the farm ready to sleep as well. We've done all we needed, but I'll do arena a bit later. We completed all the events. That's gonna complete in what? An hour and a half? We have still time before bedtime. Escape too fast. So let's get the farm ready. I did not manage to drop the farm. I wanted to stop the farm, but we kind of need help with SVS preps lately, so we are facing very strong states. So we'll see in a bit. What are we facing? 3 hours to go. I'm actually curious when we got Gen 9. I was looking at Sonia and I was like, yeah, I need to use SSR shards on her. So when do we got Gen 9? Timeline. Where is my timeline? The timeline. What is the Oracle saying for our states? It's just so hard to read on that spreadsheet with all the dates. What? I need something to make the line. Oh, it's in 1 month. Over 1 month. So we might have 2 SVS and 1 KY with Sonia. So that's gonna be okay. That's gonna be I'm gonna get quite a few more shards. Good luck, Leon. Enjoy Canyon. Thank you very much. Hopefully it was helpful. Let me know if you have any, anything that's unclear later. Else I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for the hearts as well. You might have been one of these, one of the people doing some, I guess. Thank you very much, Leon, and good luck. I'll wrap up. The chat is quiet. I'm tired. I'll go play Pass of Exile a bit, watch YouTube a bit, see if there is anything interesting. Try not to go to bed too late. Thank you, Leon. Wow, so close. Oh, come on. Boom! Wow, so close. So close, so close. Let's try someone else. Oh, that's someone from my state. Now that I'm keeping my chest, like I'm not using anything in my bags anymore. Like I have, oh, okay. I've been lying. I've been using my XP component not too long ago, I guess. But often I don't. Often I don't. So let's see if I do that. Maybe I would have won the match before. Maybe that would have been enough. Boom! Was it them? No, that was not them. I got defeated. It's very close, but you know, even with 2 million, that's nearly 10%, right? I think I might swap my my Bradley. He might not be on the best side. So what did we do here? We completed everything as well. There is not much more to do. We got our points, we got everything. That's all good. That as well. I keep these for later to give myself some 200 every day, which I could today. I cannot every day, but sometimes when people don't, I can help myself a bit. I don't think it really matters, but you know, why not? Let's see if we can get one here. That's 900 million, and that's, yeah, that's very likely to win. That should be okay. I think that's it for this city. We can use some of these. We always buy VIP points to get closer to VIP 10. The rest we don't really care. Maybe we buy some teleports just in case we use them one day. Bit of points for SVS. We managed to get one, that's nice. I'll see if I can get a second one, and that's it. That's it for the farm. So this cannot be improved, fair enough. Yeah, did I collected all of it? And that? No, 2 out of 10, so not at all. Okay, fair enough, fair enough. Fair enough. Boom! Okay, so that's good to know. I can do some more. That's really good for, as you know, that's they give a lot nowadays, so that's a cool thing to do, especially before SVS. You get a bit more things to use because we are kind of burning things every time on SVS prep, and I don't have that much don't have that much to use this time. Yeah, I'm gonna do a bit of experts as well, but that's not gonna be insane. I need to keep my research speed up for experts actually. That I cannot progress. That does not make sense. It's Savory is not really interesting. That makes sense to progress for now. To max her out. Yeah, but I cannot do him, and him it makes sense as well. So yep. It's really slow on free to play. Really slow on free to play. I mean, that's at the end of the day is not even 2 months, and it's most of the value, so that's okay. It's not too bad. Oh. But yeah, that's it, everyone. I think we've done what we wanted today. I've done Mia. Not gonna buy more of these. Gonna keep until I got. It's not a good board. I'm gonna keep until I got what I want. Oh, 5k gems. That's not too bad, but I'm gonna follow my own advice. And I'll keep you posted for tomorrow if I stream for Foundry, so that will be similar, same time. Maybe I don't stay as much after. Maybe I just maybe it's a shorter stream if I do Foundry. I really need to sleep tomorrow. I wake up soon on Monday, so. But yeah, thank you very much for being here. Thank you very much for watching. It was cool. Hopefully, we had a few good exchanges about a few questions you guys had. So hopefully it was helpful. And you can always reach out on Discord. Any question, anything, your teammates, your alliance mates, your whales, whoever asks questions are very welcome. It's a very good source of inspiration for me. If I don't know, then I'm learning and I'm trying to understand, so that helps me to make better content. So don't be afraid to ask. That's really important. So we get, you get your question answered, and I get to learn a bit better if I need to, and then everyone is happy. So again, thank you very much for your time. Thank you very much for watching today, tonight. Very happy that the connection was stable. It was not was terrible an hour before the stream. We still have the connection issue. We had some rain, so not perfect, but very happy it went well. But again, thank you. Good night, good evening, good day, wherever you are. Much love to you all, and I see you tomorrow. Bye bye.